When I was spending my years in Bangkok, of course, I was meditating, I was doing yoga, and I
Mm.
was going to the Dharma schools teachings and
Oh.
things like that. And then, as a psychologist, when I took hypnotherapy classes as well, I noticed how does it work. So when you bring all this together, what if a person, without any interference from someone else, can use their mind to
Mm.
achieve better results in their life? Jose Silva created that. All over the years that I've been trained in so many techniques, scientifically or energetically or, popular uh, personal or spiritual
Mm.
education. But I noticed that Silva method is the first and the last step you can come. Some people comes to the class say, I never experienced anything about scientific or spiritual or individual personal development. This is my first technique. They love it. Some people say, I know a lot of technique. I've done it all, been there, done that. All this NLP, theta healing, energy healing, access consciousness, whatever you can imagine. This was something else. Because this is the only one says, you are the lock, you are the key. We are just teaching you methodically, step by step, how to achieve this. I think that's why it's the most important technique.
Yes, 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 definitely. And guys, that's what you can learn from Silva Method, and especially from Gulgun, who has already experienced so many things. And after experiencing all this kind of healing techniques, and being a hypnotherapist, healer, she has chosen Silva Method. So something is there, and experience, definitely experience matters, practice matters. Nothing comes in a day, in overnight, nothing changes overnight. Consistency matter, practice matter, but definitely Silva Method is something that can change one's life. I also have experienced how it has changed me completely. It has made me it has brought a lot of patience to me. And I am meditating. I don't have a habit of reading books. It's Silva Method that has created this habit within me, and I'm always grateful to this, Gulgun, always. So for the initial days, when people will start with Silva Method, I have initially I was having two questions. First thing is, how many times we should meditate. Or initial days, it becomes very tough, to be to that state, or to reprogram our mind, that mindset which we are having from childhood, as you we were discussing, right, in our initial time, that we have a proper mindset that we have created in our mind, Gurvan, in our childhood days. So how, after spending 20 or 30 years of our life with that particular mindset, how we can reprogram our mind, or how we can set our thoughts in that way that we can adopt the new things, and we can sync our mind and body in this way. Uh, Please address.
Perfect. Yeah, that's lovely. First of all, uh, in a Silva class, when you go, you learn that how the mind works. This is the most amazing information. Yes, we are all unique beings, but we have a great tool nobody taught us how to use. In my younger years, I was very much interested with successful people when I was teaching Psycho-Cybernetics for years. The goal is very simple. You have an intention. The only good thing you need to do is to have a strong intention. Like, I'm living in a Muslim country. I always give this example. When we do fast, we just intend to fast. You don't remind your body all day long, I'm fasting, I'm fasting, you don't. You just put that intention over there. Your mind and body knows how to react it. In a Silva class, you learn this. The mind responds to your deepest desires, beliefs. So, as an individual, we might all have our dramatic experiences, problems. Don't we all? This is very natural. We are like, I'm Turkey, we are very emotional people, Mediterranean people, all countries, all people. Wherever we are, we all have our own experience. But at the end of the day, everybody asks this question: if I don't want this, how can I go to something else? Most of the time, in general knowledge, for example, you want to quit smoking. If you say to your mind, I want to quit smoking, I shouldn't smoke, I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that, you will still do it.
Yes.
Because it's the goal. Instead, you should say, I want to be healthy.
Okay.
I want to be able to run. I want to be able to choose this. I want to be free of this. Then your mind responds. In a Silva class, you learn this. That how your mind responds to your desires, how your subconscious is actually, as the famous biologist Bruce Lipton says, creates your mind's climate.
Okay.
So all your body cells responds to this information. Imagine, Bruce Lipton says, you have 50 trillion cells in your body, and your inner toes are constantly giving information what to do, how to do to those cells.
Okay.
And when you experience a problem, this is not a failure. This is a feedback that you should change your inner talk. And in Silva Method, we teach this. First, we call it Silva Life System, that how you can bring changes into your life just by visualization and imagery, using your imagination to want. And later on, which is the Silva intuition, the second part, you learn this intuitional self. As a child, we look around the world. We don't have reasoning skills. We are not cognitively that good yet. How do we understand the things? We understand through the right brain, by intuition. Therefore, Jose Silva says it's your first sense, actually, not the sixth or the seventh. It's your first sense.
Okay.
But over the years, because the world's way of going into academic skills are very logical, left brain, we forgot to use the intuition or the whole brain, for that matter, then we are stuck. The moment we break this barrier, when we face a serious health or financial problems, or death for that matter, then whatever the logical ways is not working, we understand, okay, then I have to find my own way. So in Silva class, you learn all the basics. Does it finish over there? No. Therefore, we have the graduate meetings. Therefore, we have repetitions. For example, you wash your face. How many times? A day, maybe once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, if you're in a very dirty environment somehow. But you wash it once and you say, okay, that's enough for next month. You don't say that.
Yeah.
So doing Silva techniques is like cleaning yourself up mindfully. So you need to do it. All religions, all science says the same thing. Repetition is the best way to create a pattern, to create a new things. Therefore, in Silva we say, Once a day is great. Twice is perfect. If you do 3 times, is even better.